So let's say you're on this Sam's Club page. This is a household essentials, and you want to find these products on Amazon and see if you can sell them, and hopefully at a profit. But one thing you could do manually is you would open each of these products, and you would normally reverse search, or rather search these titles, and you would try to find that same product on Amazon. Right, find the Amazon link, and in this case you found a match. And then at that point, you're going to have to look at the price, of course, and try to calculate the profit and see if the item is profitable, right? That's the kind of the manual process of checking products from the supplier page. But I have a method of doing this in bulk, where instead what I'm going to do is scrape all these products off the page, and I'm going to put all that product data into a Google Sheet, which is going to automatically reverse search those titles and try to find the products on Amazon. So the first step in doing this is that when I'm here on the supplier, I'm going to get this free Chrome extension called Instant Data Scraper. And when you click this Chrome extension, it's going to scrape the products on this page. It's going to put a red box around the products and create a table. Now if you don't get the correct table, which you'll know because you won't see the titles, then you will click try another table. In this case it worked because I've done this one before and I think it remembers after a while. But you can click try another table and it will do another table. And another thing you can do here is you can get even more products, possibly meaning have it scroll into another page. So you can click infinite scroll, just click start crawling. Alright, did click start crawling and it did get more results. Right, I could try clicking it again, see if it gets another page, but it looks like it already has 2 pages, which is 96 products. That's more than enough. And what I'm going to do is just look here, make sure that I'm getting the product titles and that I'm getting the links, which the links are here. Also want to make sure I'm getting the prices. They might have words in front of them, and that's okay. I can show you how to get the words out. So this is good to go. This is a good table, and now I'm going to click on CSV, and this is going to download to a CSV. So this is pretty nice. I'm going to open the CSV, and this is nice because now I have a list of all the products. Just ignore that. That's a previous file that I was working with, and now you have a complete list of all these titles, the links, and the prices. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to copy and paste these very easily. You can click the first one and you can just highlight. You're usually not going to have more than maybe a couple hundred of these at a time, but you could do more potentially, but I'm just going to copy that. So I have like 96, and I'm going to go to my system where it says titles, click right under that, right click, paste special, and values. That's going to put all the titles in here. Now the other thing I want to do is go back and get the URL. So I'm going to go to Sam's Club, and you see all these links right over here. You're going to highlight those links and go all the way down to the bottom of that. Right click, copy all those links. Then you're going to go to the back to the system again, and you're going to paste the URLs. Why the URLs? So that we can get back to the products, right? So we can open the Sam's Club products and see what products we're looking at. Okay, then the prices. Alright, why do we need the prices? We need the prices so we can calculate our profit. Alright, so we're going to look for the prices in a good format. Okay, I see these, but then I also see these. They look like they're the same actually, and both pretty complete. And you know, basically no matter what page you do it, the same supplier, it's going to basically come out the same way. So once you kind of learn the format of that supplier, it's going to be easier to find what you need right away. So now I'm going to take these and just copy it. And again, I'm going to go to the tool, and now I'm going to paste special values. Now the issue with these prices is that they have the words current price in them. which is something that I need to get rid of, but I'm actually going to come back to that. What I'm going to do right now, all I need is the titles to do an automatic match. So I'm going to go ahead and get one Amazon URL with this button and show you that when I click it, it's going to do an automated search. It's automatically doing a search, and it's finding a URL. And if you remember this product, the one I just looked at earlier, Fabuloso, here's the Amazon result, and it matches. So it automatically found this matching product. Alright, now it doesn't always find the correct match 100% of the time, but most of the time it finds a good match. But that also depends on how good the title is at the supplier. This is a pretty good title. Sam's Club seems to have pretty good titles. So what I'm going to do now is click Get All, which is going to do Get All Amazon URLs, which is going to get all of the, try to get URLs for all of the products from the supplier. And again, it's using the title. Alright, that is the thing that's different about this system, is that it's going by title. It's not going by barcode or anything like that. It's actually taking titles and doing a Google search on the titles manually, just the way you do it manually, the way I demonstrated before with the highlight and a Google search, except it's doing it in computer code. Right, so the computer is doing it for you. Now, about the prices, we don't like that current price colon is in here, because then these are not numbers, which means I won't be able to do a calculation on these. So I need to get rid of those words. So what I'm going to do is click up here, which really I could also just highlight like this. I don't have to click up the top, but the reason for clicking up here is just quicker. If I click on the column D and just select the whole column at once, or you can just highlight them. But this is faster. Then on the keyboard you can do Control F, which is find. Control F. These three dots for more options. You have find and you have replace. So what happens there is you're going to put in current space price. The spaces are very important. Colon space. And what that's going to do is going to find those, and then you're going to replace it with nothing. Don't even click on that. Replace all. It's going to replace all of those. You see 94 replaced. You click done, and all of those current prices, current price text are gone. Meanwhile, you see that this is still running. Now, this is really the first stage, which is just matching the products, and this by itself is kind of fun because you can just look at the matches, and it's kind of interesting to see that it is able to find the matches. This brand is known to file IP complaints. That's my IP alert Chrome extension. If you have stuff like that, you can get to know, okay, right away this brand maybe is an issue, and then I'll probably just avoid that brand. So there's different things you can discover in this process of just matching the products and being able to match them this quickly. But the next step in this process is to get the prices. Now you have a few different choices for getting the prices. Of course, you can do it manually, which would be kind of slow, but you can also use import XML prices. I'm going to show you that first because it is the non-software method. You just click import XML prices, and you see this. There's an import XML command that's going to show up, and it's going to use that command to try to pull up the price off of the Amazon URL automatically. Some might come out, some might not come out, or they might not come out right away. Sometimes they say not found, but then it comes out. So you just have to let it run. You can see running script up here. It means it's still running. Okay, now a lot of these prices are coming out, and so what's going to happen right away is we're going to get an instantaneous profit calculation, where if you scroll over, right away you're going to see this is $7.95. All right, on Amazon it says, and it says $7.88 here. All right, and you see that negative profit. All right, a lot of these are going to give you a negative profit. Okay, so that's what we see. Now, the other thing is, of course, the profit calculation is the FBA fee. Whether or not you have an FBA fee, the problem is that different products have different FBA fees, and the FBA fee is not actually on the product page on Amazon. So because that's a seller's concern, not a buyer. So it's not on the front page, right? It's in the back end of Amazon. So basically, we can grab these with Keepa, using Keepa. In fact, we can grab the prices and everything with Keepa, right? By uploading the ASINs into the product viewer. Okay, I was just doing that earlier. I'm just trying to refresh it. So you can put ASINs here, and you can grab them that way, which I'm going to show you how to do. The other choices you'd have is that you can kind of assume a general FBA fee for the kind of products you're looking at. So you could look at this page and you could say, well, I have certain, I'm looking at a certain type of product here, based on the size, maybe it's about $5, right? Which could be wrong in a lot of cases, but you just kind of come up with that estimate, right? Let's just say, or 6 or 7 or whatever you estimate the FBA fee could be. You can just put that here. I'm just going to put $5, and then you can click set FBA fee, and it will automatically put $5 for all of these FBA fees. All right, it will just insert a 5 in here automatically. The referral fee is the same thing. If you think they're 8%, you can change this to 8%. But if you know that these kind of items are 15%, you put 15. If you don't know fees, then you have to go to the Amazon fee schedule, which is right on Amazon Seller, and see if you can find out the fee for that type of product. Now, I do want to say, now my purpose of this video is not really to find a profitable product on the spot, because I do have to say that that is not necessarily what's going to happen when you scan any supplier page and then you bring that data and you analyze it. You're not always going to find a profitable product. But what if you don't, it's still beneficial that you even find matches, because it can give you ideas. You can get an idea of how many of the supplier's products can be found on Amazon. From scanning this page, I can see that even though some of the matches might not be correct, a lot of the matches are correct. I know that Sam's Club apparently has a lot of products that are on Amazon. I can pretty much tell that. I mean, I already knew that anyway, but I can also tell that just from the results. All right, I can see here's this might be a match if it's the same brand. All right, I believe it is, Members Mark. All right, sometimes the picture is just a little different because, you know, these stores, they change their packaging a little bit from time to time. So the picture on Amazon might be older or whatever, but it can still be the same product. All right, $28 there. If you pick this up, you know, 1 pack, $4.98. 1 gallon pack of 2, $28. It looks like I think you would make a profit here, because this is $4.98 for 1, right? Let's call it $5. So that's about $10 for a 2-pack of this. All right, so if I put 10 here, right, I should make a profit. Even though the FBA fee is $10.33, it should be a profit according to this. And then fulfilled by merchant is a profit. But if you're going to ship it to the buyer, then I don't know. It depends on how much the shipping's going to cost to ship an item this heavy. So, you know, drop shippers don't concern themselves with that. They ship straight from the supplier. If you're drop shipping, you're not going to be concerned with that. All right, so this is just, you know, a process you can go through. So this might be a product that works out. Right, I'm going to look at the. It did say that it did estimate a profit here based on this FBA fee of $5, but you could update that FBA fee now that you know that FBA fee is actually $10.33. Right, now that brings me to the next thing, which is for those Keepa users. You don't have to concern yourself with estimating profit, FBA fees, and things like that if you're using Keepa. So what I'm going to do is reset the FBA fee to 0, and I'm going to actually use Keepa to get the proper data, prices and FBA fees. So what I'm going to do is actually delete these prices as well, just to kind of start that over. I don't want to delete all of the Amazon data, but just the prices. Now, one thing I should do before I move on, that I should have done earlier actually, is I'm going to stamp. See these formulas? These formulas I created to find the links in the ASIN. You need to get rid of those formulas by clicking stamp Amazon data, because the problem with those formulas is when the Google Sheet refreshes, they're going to restart from scratch. It's going to do another search, and then it could even get stuck. So you want to go ahead and stamp it, which gets rid of the formula and just leaves the link and the ASIN behind. Now that you've done that, at this point, now you can take these ASINs and you're going to upload them into Keepa. So now you're going to highlight these ASINs, just like that. You're going to copy them. You're going to go to Keepa. You're going to paste them in Keepa. Click this to include all the products. You're going to load the list. I'm going to try to do this quickly. I'm going to export the list to a CSV. Then I'm going to open the CSV, and you can actually use file import, and I'll make more videos kind of demonstrating more of the system and showing more little details, but right now I just want to do this kind of quickly, so I'm just going to highlight across, and I'm going to go down. I know there's not that many of them, so I'm just going to go down to the bottom. I'm just going to take, I don't really need that much data. I think to here is good. I'm just going to copy it, and I'm going to go back to the system. Now I already have data in here from something I was doing before, so I'm going to click clear, keep a CSV to get rid of that old data, and then I'm going to come here, paste special values, and just get those values in there. This is the Keepa CSV that I've now put that data into here, and now all I do is I click the import Keepa data button, and it's going to bring in from Keepa the prices and the FBA fees automatically. And the way it's going to do that is with formulas that will reference that sheet, and it's using the formula uses the ASINs to pull out the data that we need, to pull out the prices and to pull out the FBA fees. Alright? Okay, so I have a combination of formulas. Those are pretty much standard Excel formulas that can pull out the data from another sheet, referencing this particular ID. And you're going to see the FBA fees over here, and you see the prices. Alright? Pretty good. That way, you get a better FBA profit calculation. Now, if you're not doing FBA though, then you want to go ahead and set the FBA fee to 0 on all of these by putting 0 here and clicking set. But right now, I'm looking at the FBA. So this is telling me that the FBA, even with FBA, this one is coming up profitable. Maybe I want to check this one out. See if that makes any sense. First of all, I have to see if they even match, because sometimes the matches aren't perfect, or it could be a different color or flavor. Alright, but also the brand could be an issue with. There could be an issue with the brand. Same file is known to file IP complaints. You might have an issue with that. Seller Assistant app tells you that as well, but so does my IP Alert Chrome extension. I use both because my thing is I want double reports on brands. Maybe Seller Assistant app doesn't know that this one files IP complaints, but IP Alert does know that it files IP complaints. So I like to have IP Alert installed, and I have Seller Assistant app, which of course also gives me a lot of other things. Right? And IP Alert is what gives me the red light for that brand. Okay, and then it's up to you to decide if you think you want to take that risk or whatever. But again, basically what you have to do, my recommendation to really use the system, and I'm using a supplier that is not really very, it's a supplier that people know already. A lot of people know about Sam's Club, but really the point of this system is that you can go way more obscure. A supplier that maybe hardly anyone even knows about, and you can scrape those titles, and you can try to basically reverse search those products as well. So that is the whole point of the system. So you can go even more obscure than Sam's Club, but also you need to do a large number of products. If you're really trying to actually find profitable products doing this, you're going to need to do a lot of products. So you're going to need to go to a lot of pages and pull a lot of products. And the whole point is that it's faster than, generally faster than just kind of going through manually. But I'm not saying you should never do things manually. And again, if you want, I do have a manual Google search automated link in here. If you still want to, maybe you just want to scrape the titles, and maybe you want to search them yourself, but you just want to save the clicking time, and you can kind of go through. But I think it's better to reverse search it and then kind of go through them and see what you have. Try to get the price data in here if you can, and try to see what profit, if any, you can get from any of these products. And this will go up to I have it up to 1,000. It could be expanded to more, but I have it programmed to 1,000 rows. But remember, you've lost about 5 rows at the top, the title, so it's about 995 rows left. So that's 995 products. But it can easily be expanded to do more. And if you think that's something you want to do, you can just contact me and let me know. I should have contact information on the video. But what I would like you to do is to go ahead and get a copy of this system. Alright, it may require very small purchase donation, very small, and no monthly fee, because it's a Google Sheet, and once you have it, it just works. But of course, now if you're going to use Keepa, if you're going to sign up with Keepa, sign up with Seller Assistant app, those are things that you have to pay. That's these softwares, you have to pay those guys every month. And I have links. I think you get some kind of deal on the Seller Assistant app through my link. So check the video for any links. You can sign up on that. You can sign up on the Keepa data features if you don't have it. But the Instant Data Scraper is free. It's a free Chrome extension, so you're just going to download it. I should have a link for that as well. If I don't, let me know. And that is pretty much it. You have IP Alert. Alright, so just check my links, and then you get a discount on IP Alert through me as well. That's more of a longer term commitment, like a year, I believe, or a lifetime. But look at the link, because these things can change, so check the link and see what it says. And that's basically it. I mean, that's the process in general. As I said, I plan to make some more videos where I'll maybe do a little more detailed explanation of different elements of the system if you need it. But that's basically how the system works overall. I hope it's helpful to some people, especially with the more obscure suppliers. And this is Mr. Mark, sell for Amazon. Any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can leave them on this video, or you can contact me directly. I look forward to hearing from you or seeing you around on the channel. Take care.